Good morning. This is Ramasis Tripathi from Department of Pharmacognosy, Gayatri College of Pharmacy, Sambalpur, Orissa. I am here to demonstrate you the experimental pharmacognosy and phytochemistry 2 specifically meant for 5th semester of B Pharmacy students. So let us start next experiment. It is nothing but the analysis of fennel fruit. Fennel fruit. Fennel Pan Muhuri in Oriya, Pan Madhuri in Sanskrit, and in Hindi it is commonly known as Saunf, Badi Saunf. Right? Now, regarding its morphology or macroscopy, first, its biological source, it consists the dried ripe fruits of Phoeniculum vulgar belonging to family Umbelliferae. And as you know, Umbelliferae family is specifically popular as because the fruits of Umbelliferae family are used as flavors. Now, regarding the macroscopy, first the size and shape. Actually, if we are slightly pressing the entire cremocarp, it will be divided into two mesocarps, right? So basically the length that varies from 2 to 3 centimeter, maximum 3 centimeter, very large 1 to 2 centimeter is the average. Diameter is near about 2 to 3 millimeter. Okay. Shape is globulous, not exactly globulous, but these are, we can say it cylindrical. Now, regarding the organoleptic characters, color is greenish to brownish yellow. That depends on the condition of storage and duration of storage. But basically these are greenish yellow in color. Odor is sweet, aromatic and agreeable. Agreeable taste is specifically termed if we are, अगर आप उसको इनहेल करते हो और उसका स्मेल लेते हो तो आपको उसको खाने का मन करेगा. Right? That's why these are agreeable. We are ready to accept it. Now regarding the taste, it's sweet, slightly mucilaginous, agreeable, aromatic and characteristic. आप सौंफ का, फेनल फ्रूट का खुशबू दूसरी किसी में नहीं पाएंगे. So these are all about the morphology or macroscopy. Now regarding the microscopy, let me show you the microscopic image, the schematic image of fennel fruit. But before that, how to prepare the slide? We have to take the section, we have to take the fruit within the 2 fingers and vertically we have to take the sample, and horizontally we have to move the blade. We have to select the finest section among them, and by following the staining and mounting process, if required, we have to boil it with chloral hydrate solution or methanolic potassium hydroxide solution for the removal of chlorophyll or any other coloring materials. Now, we have to observe it by following the mounting process. We have to observe it under microscope and the observation will be like this. Okay, I think it is clearly visible. So the first outermost layer is the pericarp, which consists of epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. First, epicarp, a layer of quadrangular to polygonal cells with smooth cuticle. It consists smooth cuticles. Next layer is the mesocarp. It shows 5 vascular bundles below each ridge. When we are observing the macroscopy, we can see the presence of ridges are there like this. Here we can see, and followed by furrow. Furrow are nothing but the depression in between two ridges. So in the mesocarp region, it shows 5 vascular bundles below each ridge and 6 vitae. 6 vitae are there with parenchymatous cells and reticulate lignified parenchyma around the vascular bundle. Now the vascular bundle. Next layer is the vascular bundle. These are 5 in numbers, bicollateral, present below each ridges. Within each ridge, we can find the presence of vascular bundles there, as you can see here. Now vitae. Vitae consists oil cells, 4 on dorsal surface and 2 on ventral surface. And the innermost layer is the endocarp. It consists of narrow elongated cells having percutary arrangement of cells. Percutary or random or complicated arrangement of cells in the endocarp region. Next part is the seed. Seed region. This innermost region is the seed. Within the seed, we can see a testa there, which is nothing but a single layer of yellowish brown in color. Next to the testa, endosperm will be there, as you can see, endosperm, which are nothing but thick-walled polygonal cellulosic parenchymatous cells containing oil globules, aileron grains, and rosette-shaped crystals of calcium. Endosperm cells show similar characteristic as cells of endosperm. Apart from that, we can see raphe. We can see the raphe here, which is the connection between the two mesocarp of the entire cremocarp. Raphe is a single ridge of vascular strands, appears in the middle of commissural surface, and ultimately is the carpophore. Carpophore is very gamma in 2 strands, and it is the basic connection of 2 mesocarp of an entire cremocarp. Now, let me discuss about powder characteristic of fennel fruit. Powder, and with a needle tip of the powdered stain, you have to mount it on a glass slide by a water or glycerin water. We have to observe it under microscope. So the microscopic observation I can show you will be like this. Such microscopic one is the mesocarp. Mesocarp is nothing but lignified reticulate parenchyma composed of ovoid or elongated subrectangular cells usually occur in groups. Remember, it is occur in groups. Next layer is the endocarp. In the endocarp you may see percutary arrangement, that means group of parallel cell parallel cells arranged in different direction you may find there in the endocarp region. In the endosperm region, third one, this one is the endosperm. Here you can see polygonal thick-walled cells with well globules and eluron grains, and you may find micro rosette calcium oxalate crystals in that region of endosperm. Next layer is the vitae. The fourth layer, this one is the vitae. Yellowish brown fragments composed of thin walled irregular cells, and these are scattered. And finally, the fifth part, which I can see, this one, which is not mentioned there, fibrovascular tissues composed of lignified small fibers, vessels, and large vessels and reticulate thickening. So these are the basic powder characteristics or powder microscopy of fennel fruit. Now regarding the chemical constituents, we can find 4 to 6% of volatile oil in fennel fruit, in which the basic constituent is enethol. Enethol is about 50 to 60% of total volatile oil. Apart from that, D-phencone is another constituent which is about 10% of the total volatile oil. Apart from that, we can find 12 to 18% of fixed oils and near about 14 to 22% of proteins in the entire chemical constituent of fennel fruit. Regarding the use, fennel fruit, as because it is a very good flavor, agreeable in taste and odor, that's why it can be used as a aromatic, as a flavoring agent, but basically it can be used as a carminative which expels gas from the intestine. Apart from that, it can be used as a respiratory stimulant. So, keep in touch with natural resources, enjoy the natural life, stay at home, stay safe, don't be panic, fight with corona, have a good day.